Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to discuss collecting and the Funko app and the value of the Funko app. As a collector, it's always nice to know the value of your collection, and that's one thing that the Funko app really allows you to do well. You enter all your Funkos, whether it's the pop, the blind box minis, the candy, the rock candies, you enter your collection and it'll give you the value of each of those pops as it is today. So every day that value could change. When I entered in all my pops, I realized I actually have a pop that's worth a couple $100. I haven't checked to see if it's still worth that much, but at the time, it was one of the pops that I don't know why I bought it, but then when I logged it in, I was like, oh, hey. Um, so it really comes in handy to allow you to know the value of your collection. It allows you to do a wish list so you can know the value of the pops that you're looking for, which also comes in handy. When I was at one of the Comic Cons, I found the Buffy and Faith combo pack, and they wanted $50 for it. And at the time, I looked in the app, it was only worth $24. So there was no way I was going to pay, I was going to double pay for that particular pop because it wasn't worth it. So again, you can look up the pops you want and you can see what the value is trending for. So it really helps you pay only what the pop is worth. Now, granted, some of the pops have gone up, some of them aren't in circulation anymore, some of them were limited runs. So there are pops that are worth more than the actual value. Now, sometimes in the store, I'll be in Target, I'll be like, "Ooh, let me check the pops." And they retail for, I'm going to say about 12, up down round around about $12 for the normal size pop. And sometimes when I'm in Target and I see one that I want, I'll scan it in the app and it's only like $8. So when you buy it, it's not even worth the retail value of the pop. So if it's one I really like, I'll be like, yeah, okay, I really, really want this one. But sometimes if it's not one that I really, really want, then I don't get it. And I did have to limit myself. There are so many licenses out there for the Funko Pops. I tried to limit myself to collecting certain things, such as the different variants of Wonder Woman, the different variants of Black Widow, Rocket Raccoon, certain franchises like the Supernatural, uh, Firefly, Buffy, Twin Peaks. If they ever come out with a Stargate SG-1 set, you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be getting that set as well. Another way this comes in handy, seeing the value of the pops that you own. A couple, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, when I was watching my niece and nephew, my nephew wanted to play with toys. The only toys I had were some of my Funko Pops. I said, okay, you can play with them, not the Marvel, because they're bobbleheads and I didn't want them to be ruined. And boys being boys, he was a little rough, and some of them got damaged. My Daenerys was the worst damage. And I've since tried to clean her up with Mr. Clean magic erasers and nail polish remover, and it hasn't helped. When I first realized she was a little ruined and I looked her up, I found it was worth $120, and I kind of like had a minor heart attack. But then I found the box and I scanned in the box and realized that the original one I had found was not the one I actually have. You can see the one I have has red wings, and this one is basically worthless. There's not enough data, trending data, to even come up with a value. So she's, at this point, probably not even what I paid for her at the time, which was a relief that she was not the $120 one. Another one he played with was my Peyton Manning, which is okay when he has his helmet on. And he's not too bad, just a little roughed up. Now Peyton is worth 24 at this point, so I had them out of the box anyway, which brings me to the topic of conversation: mitten box versus loose. It all depends. Now these two pops are worth the same. They're both worth 24. Now Dean's going to be worth more because he's still mitten box. But when it comes to the Funko Pops, I have to ask, is that true? If they're just simply displayed, not played with like Peyton was, but just simply out and displayed, is mitten box really better? And this argument goes for any collectibles. And I think I've discussed before mitten box versus having it out, displaying it, and maybe playing with it and just enjoying the collectible. So there you go. Benefits of the Funko app: seeing how much the pops are really worth, seeing what ones you have, which again is great if you're in the store and you're like, oh my gosh, do I have this one? Do I need this one? You can pull out the app and you can see if you have it or not. So then you don't buy duplicates unless you want duplicates because you want to display one and keep one mint. I hope this was helpful. Please comment below if you collect Funko, which licenses you like to collect, how you feel about mitten box versus out and enjoying said collectible. And until next time. And my cranky kitty.